I got this nice background. I should have like some ocean sounds or something, right? Because I got the background and there's no noise to go with it. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
3 signs you are addicted to stress.
There we go. That's better, isn't it? All right. Okay. Oh. So hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. So somebody made this meme of me in this pinstripe suit, right? And a subscriber saw that and was amused by it and thought it'd be funny because he knew where to get that suit. Thought it would be funny to see if I can get it there. Get that suit for you guys, for me to wear to court. And the only thing was the handkerchief. It was supposed to be. It was folded, and at some point when I took the suit jacket off, it had come unfolded, and I didn't see it. But other than that, it was interesting, and a lot of people, all of you that complimented me on how good that suit looked, thank you, and I appreciate it. I actually had that thing tailored to fit so that it would look as good as possible. All right, so Mr. Reyes, I live in San Leon, down by Galveston County. LaPorte today. So Leo, authority check, and I had court in LaPorte today on the pedestrian in a roadway arrests from a year ago. A year ago. They're just now getting to this. We hired Kobe Du Bois to represent us. Now, Kobe Du Bois is the second attorney. He's like the assistant working my Deer Park case, and he's very good at what he does. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be working with John Landers, my primary attorney. We went there today prepared to go to trial. They had made a couple of plea offers, but I refused to plead guilty to something I didn't do. On principle, I cannot do it. It just rubs me the wrong way all the way around. Even if I was looking at jail time, I could not plead guilty to a crime I did not commit. Now, having said that, in the past, I have pled guilty and taken plea bargains for crimes I did commit. Okay? I have no issue with that. But if I didn't do the crime, I cannot plead guilty to it. So we went there today, prepared to go to trial, and the city attorney and our attorney, Kobe Du Bois, they went back and forth with a couple of plea bargain offers. When the DA makes an offer, the attorney has to come and bring it to you. He has to come tell you about it, no matter what. And of course, they were not acceptable because they involved us pleading either not guilty or no le contendere, and neither of us were willing to do that, obviously. Now, in reviewing the case, hey WTT, in reviewing the case, it was a weak case. I believe with an honest jury that we could have easily beaten the case. However, you run into an issue when you're dealing with juries, and police. Juries want to believe the police. Now, there was supposed to be dash cam footage of us committing whatever offense they're claiming we committed, but they failed to give that up. So it was just going to be the officer's word. He's told numerous lies in the reports, which we're actually going to publish here for too long. But again, as I'm watching the jury, the citizens, the potential jurors come in, it was, I don't know, 70% white women, what appeared to be housewives. And all I can see in my head is they're not going to disbelieve a cop. They're going to believe any lie. If this cop said that we came down in a UFO and aliens dropped us off, they'd believe it. So there's always a contingency. If you're convicted, you can put it on appeal, which costs more money. And so Leo and I talked about it. They made us an offer. And Leo and I talked about it with Kobe Du Bois. And the offer was very simple. Don't get arrested in LaPorte for anything other than a Class C misdemeanor. So if you got arrested for a Class B misdemeanor, Class A, you would be in violation. But don't get arrested in LaPorte for 90 days, and he would dismiss the case without a plea or anything. No fine, no community service, no nothing. Just out and out dismiss it. Now, we're pushing it. We're saying, well, we've been, on bond on this charge for a year now. Why not just go ahead and dismiss it? Well, there were some back and forth about that, and he gave an explanation that I'll accept, and I'm not going to repeat it here, but we found it to be acceptable. Okay, so I posted earlier about the case was dismissed. Okay, the case will be dismissed is how I should have worded that, and that's it. That's it. It's done. It's over with. We don't have to worry about funding an appeal, and there is no conviction. There is no plea of any sort. It's just if he had dismissed it today, it would have been exactly the same as when he will dismiss it in 3 months. So we accepted that, and that's what's going on. We talked about doing a live stream out there to tell everybody what had happened and whatnot, but then we saw an opportunity. We knew that if we just posted, hey, it was dismissed, that the trolls would see, because you can look online and we know that. We're not stupid. But the trolls went even further. They were calling LaPorte Municipal Court asking them, oh, did y'all drop David's charges? Oh my God, why would you do that? We thought he was going to prison for jaywalking. This is how stupid these people are. Justin says, thank you for not pleading guilty with my bond money. We would pay you back, Justin. Nobody's, you know that. But anyway, so we saw an opportunity to play with the trolls, and we just couldn't resist. The thing with the suit was trolling the trolls, and they were pissed. And so they started posting, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, they went nuts, burning sock accounts, posting, oh, the case isn't dismissed, there's And so it just gave us an opportunity to block some of their sock accounts. I got about 60 sock accounts that I got to block, and that's it. So nobody's lying to anybody, nobody's misleading you. The case is dismissed. It just hasn't, the paperwork just hasn't been done yet, for lack of a better explanation. And like I said, we got to target a bunch of trolls and have some fun with them. I'm going to tell you guys something. These trolls are going to screenshot all these comments that you're making here, okay? And they're going to post these comments in their chat group and bitch and whine and cry about, oh, look, this one says he looks good in that suit. Oh my God, this one says they like him. And they're going to start watching for you in live streams and any place they can find you. They actually make a list of these names, and then they run them as they go through, other live streams, looking to catch you so that they can jump on you and attack you because you like me or comment on my channel in a favorable way. Just give me a heads up on that. If anybody does that to you, honestly, you should just tell them to fuck off and die. That's what you should do. They're trolls, and as I have said before, there is not another activist that has been as targeted as I have been. Not just by the government, but by bootlickers and auditor chicks that have been holed, WTT, you name it. Scorned women, old girlfriends. I am amazed. So there is, I've seen her comments, and she's actually recently sent me a couple of emails. An old girlfriend from years ago pops up with, "Oh, you don't know how to treat a woman," and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, where'd you come from? It's like, gosh. Sometimes I wonder. And if you see all this sunburn on my face, I've been running with the top down in that Roush Mustang that the trolls say I don't own. One of the trolls was at municipal court today, and I was driving it, so I don't know what to tell you. Oh, man. Where do they come up with all these stupid people? WTT, hold on. I was telling WTT today, when you go over into those chat groups, all they talk about are three things: Trump, Biden, and David. I mean, it is just one thing after another, and they dwell on. They're gonna this live stream. They're going to pick this live stream apart and talk about it for days. Oh no, it was a lie. He told a lie when he said it was dismissed. No, I just didn't give you all the information. Because guess what? I don't fucking have to. I don't have to tell you shit. Go troll and do your thing. I owe you nothing. Nothing. You're nobody to me. So take your penis envy and go someplace else. You don't bother me. Call me Earl if you want to. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It just shows how stupid you are. From the time I was born, nobody's called me Earl. My family, my friends, co-workers, it's always been David. But the trolls think they have some kind of power. We're going to call him Earl. We get to decide what we call him. We get to decide what his name is. He doesn't get to decide that. His family, his mama and daddy don't get to decide that. We get to decide that. That's how demented these people are. And WTC in the comments will tell you, I'm not exaggerating one bit. Not at all. I don't know what gave them the idea that calling me Earl bothers me. It really doesn't. It just helps me find them. You know, when I see that comment, Earl. Oh, sock account, troll, gone, blocked. All right, let me, WTT says, I'm fighting for freedom and holding auditor chicks. Oh, man. Let me see what we got here. Mike Murphy said, hey, Mike, I hadn't seen you in a while. Teresa's jealous. You know, Slim, I've been in contact with Chile. I'm working on some stuff, but it's in the works. Yeah, I've been keeping track of Chile. He does good work. He's got a little bit of the sovereign citizen thing going on, but overall he does good work. I like Chile. That is for those of you that don't know, that is delete laws. With a Z, not an S. Delete laws. Oh, Justin says, should I put Earl in my blocked words? If you did, then you wouldn't get the fun of blocking the trolls, right? Yeah, say, but no, you don't get to use that name, Slim Jim. No, the trolls say that can't be your name. They're going to call you George. Oh man. So yeah, and if you see it, I can just about tell you for sure. If you see another auditor calling me by my first name instead of David, because that's what everybody calls me. Dumb people, dumb. But if you see another auditor calling me by Earl, okay, they're you can just about bet they're on my informant list. So there you have it. Um, Carol Franklin says she watches delete laws. Yeah, like I said, he does good work. They seized his phone when they arrested him for trespassing. They seized his phone and they're trying to get his address book. Now this has become a common tactic. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys something about Huckleberry, about Lake Jackson here in just a second, and this is something to keep track of because it's important. Um, when they seize an auditor's phone, or any civil rights activist cell phone, and what they're wanting is your contact list, okay, and email addresses, and anything like that they can get, so they can see who you're talking to, so they can see who you're associating with, who you're sharing information with, who you're teaching how to file lawsuits with, or putting lawyers in touch with to sue cops. Okay, the police unions are really, really ramping up right now. Hello there, Pee Wee Herman, Joe Gamaldi. I know you got your people watching in here. Chuck Bronson says need more FBI audits. I will be going back to full-time auditing, starting with a road trip the third week of this month. I'm not going to say where I'm going, but the third week of this month, I am on the road doing audits again, full-time. So there you go. So what they do is they get those lists, and then they start monitoring those people. All right, which is such an overreach by the government that it is sickening. But until you're going to sue the government, and the government doesn't care. There was a Supreme Court ruling, I don't know, probably 6 years ago, where the Supreme Court says that the government must give convicted felons a path back to getting their Second Amendment rights. They must have a program for convicted felons to get their Second Amendment rights back. Congress said, "Oh hell no, we're not giving them their Second Amendment rights back." So here you have the Supreme Court saying, "You got to do it. It's the law. It's what the Constitution says." And you got Congress saying, "No, we're not going to do it." So you have the government saying that they are not going to comply with the Constitution. How does that happen? How do we allow that to happen? It's crazy. And speaking of that, Lake Jackson, I don't know if you guys caught the video or not, but basically what happened in Lake Jackson is two police officers attacked a photojournalist. His name is Reyes. I think he's in the chat here. He was a little while ago. Who was taking pictures on a public right-of-way of an accident scene, a minor accident that had wrapped up, and they were loading the cars and stuff. He's just there getting pictures. He runs a Facebook news service, I guess we'd call it. So they attacked him, beat him, and then turned him loose because there was no crime. They're saying, "Oh, it's a crime to take pictures of license plates and all this stuff," and it's like, and the first time I watched this, I'm like, what? How is this happening? I just spent the last 7 years of my life educating cops about this, and it's still happening. How is that possible? I don't know. Anyway, the city of Lake Jackson refused to give up the body camera footage from the officers. And rightly or wrongly, there's Mr. Reyes. Hey, What, Mr. Reyes? What is you won't be able to post the link because you can't post links in here. But what's the name of your Facebook news group? If you want to put that in there. So anyway, they attacked this guy for taking pictures of license plates. It's crazy. So Justin has the body cam footage. I don't want to tell you how he got it because it's kind of sneaky, but he's got it. And I can see why they didn't want to release it. Well, let me rephrase that. They don't want to release it to Justin or John, extra good citizen, Justin Pulliam. Anybody else, go down there and get it. All you're going to do is just do an open records request. They'll give it to you. But they won't give it to Justin or John. John went down there today to try to pick it up. They got it. The disc was laying there on the desk, but they would not give it to him. What is that all about? You know, the whole point of putting cameras on police officers was for accountability and transparency and building bridges with the community. Hiding this stuff from certain people while you give it to others, that's not transparency. That's not building bridges. You know, the people that attack you the most, these police departments, you know, they get mad because you're talking bad about them. The people that attack you the most, there it is, Brazoria County News on Facebook is where you can find Mr. Reyes. Their extra good citizen posted the link to it. The people that attack these police officers the most, okay, and sometimes I'm among them, those are the people you should work hardest at being transparent with. Because that's what they're after. And if you're being transparent with them, what can they complain about? Sorry, guys. My allergies have been bad today. Are they going to make you look bad? No. You know why? You make yourself look bad. All we do is publish the video. If you look bad in that video, it's because you did something wrong, not us. Anyway, if you go over to Justin Pulliam's channel, and Justin, you can post a link to that video if you want, or to your channel, you will see the body camera footage over there. But now John went today, and I'm going to play this if John doesn't object, today to try and pick up these records. And let's look and see what Lake Jackson did with Mr. John. There it is. All right, I'm going to kill my mic for a second and let you guys watch this. John always gets a picture of that seal.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing what can I do for you?
I need to pick up the. I need to pay the extortion fees for Justin Pulliam.
Yes, sir.
The extortion fees.
Just 1 second. So it's really amazing that we pay you guys with tax dollars, but then when we really want you to work, we have to pay again. It's amazing. So how much was that?
$346.44.
So there's one. There's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 300. 20, 40. Just do 60. You're gonna give me the change, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Unfortunately, Mr. Justin's gonna be out.
He's not gonna be able to. No, I would like to make an open records request for Justin's open records.
What the f was that?
Oh, I just found a good deal with honey.
Okay.
And this is the honey deal.
Yeah, come on, they're open
I'm gonna
records.
call and verify real quick.
Yeah. I'd like to
Open
make
records
can
for
can you go
Justin's
ahead and file
open
the
records.
Because I've already paid for it, so they're free for anybody.
If you'd like to, it's up to
Yeah.
you. Just to. Do you have a pen or do you need one?
Yeah, I need a pen. So guys, they're not releasing the records request that both me and Justin Pulliam worked on, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to submit an open records request for Justin's open records request, in which Justin has already paid for here. And then since Justin has already paid for it, then this is the way it works. Once the first person pays for records, anybody can come up here and pick up these records. And now, if you want the records, same records we just got, because we've already done all the hard work, and you subscribers have helped donate this money in order to pay for it, then you can come up here and probably get it all for the cost of a DVD now.
Now that's interesting. I have to postulate here. I wonder what would happen if Lake Jackson got like 1,000 requests for open record requests for those documents. I don't know if Justin has put out a video about exactly what he requested in those documents, but he probably should. And then y'all could go look at it and then make the same request. I think that's a great idea. You know, that chief down there, I had, and this happens all the time. I had another chief that I talk to and respect because I know that he's a good guy. I had him contact me and tell me that this chief down there in Lake Jackson is actually a decent guy. But I look at this and I look at some of the other things this guy has done, and I'm just like, how can that be? I mean, he's got you fooled, you know. And this isn't the first time that I've had that kind of conversation with a chief. There's another chief out in, well, let's just say he's up towards College Station that I know that's a decent guy. And we were having a conversation, and, you know, the Deer Park debacle came up. And I told him, I said, yeah, that chief out there is trash. And he goes, no, I know him. I've known him for several years, and he I think he's a good guy. And I said, no. And I proceeded to show him documents and emails and stuff that they were prepping to publicly post about me that chief was approving. And he was just like, this is inappropriate. Why would a department do this? And I said, because it's me. Because they're targeting me. And he said that his opinion of that chief had changed drastically because of that. And that's what's going on in Deer Park. There's a lot of people that are starting to wake up to see. You know, for a long time, I used to get people that would comment on my videos when I very first started doing this, and they would just attack me. You know, I'll call them bootlickers for lack of a better term at this point, or pro-police, but whatever. And I would be like, you know, I would respond to them. Did you even look at the video? No, I don't need to look at it. The police would never look. Make an educated comment here. Go look at the video, come back and post, and I'll watch for your comment. And come back and tell me what you honestly think, good or bad. You know, critique me if I did something wrong. Tell me, because, you know, I want to do this the right way. I want to do this in the most effective way. And, you know, almost invariably they would come back with, oh, my God, I didn't know. How does that happen? You know, I feel so bad for you. And the police were so wrong. And I'm like, exactly. And so we had that. And now we've got, you know, and this is part of why I have been targeted so much, is that we have cops coming in and saying that kind of stuff to me. You know, and cops coming in saying that those, you know, openly stating, you know, that those people were wrong, those police officers were wrong, and the union doesn't like it. The crooked cops damn sure don't like it, because now, you know, I'm giving good cops a voice to hundreds of thousands of people. Can't have that. But now it's not just line officers that are waking up. Now we've got, you know, chiefs of police, sheriffs. And I talk to a lot of upper management officers these days. And they are shocked Of course, they've all heard about the mess in Deer Park, but then when you start showing them documents, they're shocked. And so now we're not just waking up the bootlickers. It's not just people waking up. It's not just the anti-police guys waking up saying, oh, I've been knowing this for years. It's not just the bootlickers waking up. It's not just the street cops waking up. Now it's officers in management that are waking up. And that's a problem for crooked cops. And that's a problem for the police unions. And therein lies the big target on my back. But they haven't stopped me yet, and they're not going to. With Deer Park, I am going to file the largest lawsuit ever that I know of by an activist against the city of Deer Park and Shell, because Shell is Shell is a city. How many of you knew that? Shell and the other refineries along the ship channel incorporated into their own little city. And that's going to get them sued as well. And it's going to be very public. I am not going to be silenced. Just like everything else, I'm going to publish every stinking document we get. And they're not going to be happy. Of course, that'll be 6 months after I get out of jail, because I'm going to be held in contempt of court, I'm pretty sure, when I publish all these documents, because they're sealed. Why do the courts need to hide anything? Deer Park published all kinds of stuff about me. But then if I try to defend myself, they come in, oh, no, you can't defend yourself. We're sealing this. We're sealing that. Do you see how one-sided that is? They don't want you to be able to defend yourself. The courts should not be silencing us. If the police go public with this, you should be able to publicly refute their claims. But unfortunately, the police have too much power, and the unions are way, way, way too much power. We got to get the unions. Unions gone. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. Keebler, was that up there in Polk County? Please explain more about Shell being a city. Shell and Exxon and all the refineries along the ship channel incorporated, went to the county commissioner's court and incorporated as their own, basically their own city. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's the you can Google it. Upper Ship Channel Security Zone. You can Google that and see. It'll explain it when you do that. Oh, Polk County. Why am I not surprised? Where they arrested all those guys for trumped up charges and gave them $100,000 bonds. It's bad up there. It's really bad. But I think they just got a new DA that comes in later this year. So maybe that'll clean it up. So I'm not going to stop. And people are like, you're already getting death threats. I get on average, I don't know, 15, 20 death threats a week. Out of the 15 or 20 of them, maybe 4 or 5 are what I would call significant or worrisome. But if these people, honestly, I've made no secrets about it. If these people are stupid enough to come at me, they get what they get. They get what they get. See what else we got here. No longer can record in court. I'm not surprised by that either. Keebler, you need to connect with concerned citizen right there below you commenting. He works that area up there, so he can be of help to you, I believe. All right, guys, I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to get out of here. It's been, like I said, you see the sunburn, especially like right here. I think you can see it. Yeah, because I had sunglasses on. I'm going to go put some stuff on my face. It's going to be sunny and reasonably cool again tomorrow, so I expect to be out in the Roush Mustang that doesn't exist. Out poking around tomorrow and just enjoying this great weather. I will see you guys again very soon. Actually, I'm going to get some body camera footage from that Lake Jackson thing. Justin's going to pass it over to me, and I'm going to post that this weekend and maybe do a live feed and go over it with you guys so that you can see just how egregious this is. It is just, man, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Joe says, take care, David. From London. Wow, you're on out there. That always amazes me. I have viewers from all over the world, and it just boggles my mind. You know, I'm just a guy with a camera. And people all over the world watch me. Man. Nathan says, Shell is, okay, you didn't hear what I said. The refineries along the ship channel incorporated and went through county commissioner's court to do it. They incorporated into their own political entity. Okay, when I say city, that's what I'm talking about. All right, which opens them up to basically they are their own city, their own municipality, for lack of a better word. And the trolls are going to grab that and say, "Oh, he's wrong." Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm speaking in generalities. But that opens up some interesting things when it comes to lawsuits. Additionally, they are protected by Homeland Security, which also creates liability for lawsuits for them because they basically contracted with Homeland Security and they agreed to uphold people's rights. It's a long thing. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm getting out of here. So I will see y'all again over the weekend. In the meantime, always record the police. And be safe. Y'all take it easy.